morning everybody. 2nd of December 2021 today. We've still got the moon in Scorpio, where it's going to square Saturn, oppose Uranus, trine Neptune and sextile the Venus, and the Sun is going to quincunx Uranus. So we could find ourselves having sudden liberation from limitations as we connect to spirit and find harmony, beauty and balance within ourselves. Sounds good to me. Let's see what the cards have to say about that. Okay. Right. Okay, what do we need to know for today? The 2nd of December 2021. What messages has Spirit got for us? What do we need to know for today? Second of December 2021. What the messages are there for us? How was your Neptune stationing yesterday? Sure, as I've said to you before about sort of the energies don't come and go all in one day and carry on. You have the growth of the energies as we're coming towards that aspect, and then sort of the gentle sliding away on the other side. So you may still be feeling sort of lots of the effects, and especially because we've still got the moon in Scorpio. So there's still a bit of diving deep going on, and it will trine, the moon will also trine Neptune. So yeah, we're still swimming. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got no place like home. That's nice to know. Then we've got regeneration. And we have come to the edge. Okay. So this is saying to me, no place like home. I always see sort of about being back, just not just our physical home, but also our home in our heart, about coming back to ourselves, centering, which is what the astrology is saying today, about coming into finding harmony and beauty and balance, coming back to our home, our heart home, and then sort of we can regenerate and then step to the edge. We're just on the threshold of the new moon solar eclipse on Saturday morning UK time. Let's just have a look what time it's going to be. 7:43 GMT or UK time. So for some of you it may be happening late on Friday evening. So yeah, it feels like we're on this threshold. I said the other day about sort of seeing the moon in Scorpio is this last deep dive before sort of we come up ready for launching ourselves into a new direction as we go through the solar eclipse. So it's like pushing boundaries, stepping outside of our comfort zone, all of which is easier to do when we're centered in ourselves. Otherwise it's very easy to get knocked off balance and things. So let's see what the cards have to say for today. I'm going to go for my handle deck. I haven't used these for a while. Okay, so what do we need to know for today, the 2nd of December 2021? Did I say September or December? 2nd of December. How's your energy levels holding up? I don't think I'm quite as exhausted as I have been. But yeah, it still feels like it's been a bit of an arduous journey this last couple of months. I'm ready for breakthrough. Let's see what messages are there from Spirit for today. What do I need to know? Okay, the Emperor jumping out, self-mastery, divine masculine energy, what do we need to know for today? Also seeing that sort of connected to regeneration, that fiery sort of divine masculine energy just coming up through us. Okay, so okay, we've got the Ten of Wands, oppression, good start, that's where we are at the moment. Then we've got the Eight of Swords, interference. We've got the Eight of Stones, knowledge. We have the Five of Swords, defeat. We have the Tower. We have the Three of Swords, mourning. We have the Chariot. And we have Three of Wands, virtue. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Empress. Okay, so carrying on the theme of the last few days about sort of coming into balance, balancing the masculine and the feminine energies, the divine father and the divine mother, the masculine and feminine energies, the mother and father of the tarot deck. Okay, so really sort of harnessing and coming into balance between those sort of opposing energies. So where we find ourselves at the moment, we could be feeling really overwhelmed, overburdened, overwhelmed. We're coming to the end of a cycle, and coming to the end of a cycle of Wands energy. So it can feel like it's all closing in on us. Can see sort of all the wands pointing downward. It has a real sense of sort of oppression, and just bearing down on me as I look at the card. Okay, in the background, in the subconscious, instincts, emotions, we've got the Eight of Swords, interference. And the Eight of Swords is about the mental prisons that we put ourselves in, which does link how we oppress ourselves. We box ourselves into mental prisons, and find ourselves trapped in old stories or belief systems, things like that, where really the key is to come back to the heart. Okay, because it will regenerate us. Okay, so mentally, the Mercury card of communication and information and the mind. We have the Eight of Stones, or the Eight of Discs, or Pentacles. In this deck it's called knowledge, and it's about working on things. So working on these old stories, these old patterns, to sort of break through the overwhelm. Okay, so this feels like sort of this Scorpio energy of the last sort of day or so. When did it go in? Yesterday. So yeah, this last sort of deep dive into our psyche and our depths and everything. Confronting and facing these fears and these anxieties that overwhelm us and stop us sort of moving forward. Emotionally, it can be feeling quite tough to do. We've got the Five of Swords, defeat, how we self-sabotage ourselves. Okay. Yeah, linking back to these patterns sort of self-sabotage and limiting ourselves. And next to that we have the Tower, the sun, what's right in front of us. Sudden change, breaking through these old patterns and behaviours, and freeing ourselves. It can happen very, very quickly, especially if we can bring ourselves into balance. Okay, and then it gives us a chance for regeneration. We've got the Three of Swords in the Mars position. Action, drive, will, creativity. In this deck it's called Morning. Okay, and what I'm seeing is almost like a dam bursting as we break through these old patterns and these old limitations. Tears and crying and sort of emotions of release, and just letting it all go, just letting it all out, so that we can then step into regeneration, breaking down of the old systems. What's working for us, we have the Chariot. Okay, and often in the Chariot you see the chariot driver, the charioteer. There's a black horse and a white horse, and they're trying to go in opposite directions, and it's the job of the charioteer to get them to go in the same direction and work together. And today I'm seeing that as this masculine and feminine energy, the two sides of ourselves, self-conscious and subconscious, masculine and feminine, which we all have. Everybody has a masculine and feminine side, and we're talking about this as energies within us. So it's really about this balancing, so that we can move forward. Where we're limited, there's the Saturn card, obstacles, timing. Okay, we have the Three of Wands, virtue. And what I'm seeing here with this is that sort of, you see how the wands are all crossed. Our path is being blocked. It's almost, it feels to me like until we've done this, until we've confronted this and released it, and the floodgates open, then we're not able to move forward. So just a bit more, it's like it feels like we're just so close to this transformation. And the saying, it's always darkest before dawn, has just sort of just come into my head. So yeah, just the last bit, the deepest fears and things like that being brought to the surface, shattering all the old illusions, the old structures crumbling down. Journeys like this can be sort of really, really hard work and uncomfortable, push us to the edge and out of our comfort zone. So just, look after yourselves as best you can, and lots of self-care, taking it easy, sleep or nap if you need to, baths if that's your thing, even like sitting watching TV or something like that if you need a bit of time out from it all. But just sort of being nurturing to yourself. Let's have a work you like card and just see if we've got any words of inspiration or messages of inspiration to help us with this energy, because it feels quite intense. Just as we're going towards the eclipse and things, what do we need to know? What support and help can you give us to help us through this energy. Okay. And anything else? That one. Okay. So, the first card that came out, which is just making me think of the Tower, is we got no. Don't make a move yet. It's also bringing me back to this. At the moment, our way is barred and we can't pass through. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. You can see the lightning at the top of the card and everything. That's really speaking to me of the Tower card and this breakdown. Well, break down to break through. And then we have share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution, expression. So where we've been hiding, where we've silenced ourselves, where we've restricted ourselves and limited ourselves, doing the work, sharing your voice, speaking up, expressing yourself. I'm a great believer in sort of writing things out as well. You know, sort of think that all this stuff, turmoil goes on in our heads and everything goes round and round and round in our own internal dialogue. But if we start voicing it, talking to friends, even like recording yourself and just talking it out, or journaling and writing, just getting it out, it breaks open the dam. So yeah, however sort of works for you to do that, but always being gentle with yourselves. As I say, we're feels like we're on a bit of a threshold that's been building up for quite a long time. And really what all we can do is bring ourselves into balance and do the work on ourselves as we work our way slowly through this. Okay. Anything else jumping out at me? No, I think that's it. Do I need to do any clarification around anything? I'm not feeling it. Okay, so if this reading resonated with you, please like, share and subscribe. For notifications, click on the wiggly bell. And if you'd like a personal reading from me, my email address is underneath this video. So just pop us an email and we can arrange for a personal reading for you. Okay, so take care of yourselves, people, and I'll see you next time.